Built not by, I'll say so. Hands on steel, lines in code. Zip that rim, load that lot. Every single part, built not by
the Roughneck Modding Crew channel. As always, you can find us on Facebook, Patreon, itch.io, and our public Discord. Today we are going to look and bring all these mods together that I have done the previous 3 videos about. So at this point you should have everything that you need. You should have the interactive controls in order to operate the truck and trailer, and you should have the better winch script in order to operate the truck. So with that being said, we're going to take a look on how to make all of this come together in order to make a lift. So one of the first things you want to do is you want to get out of the truck. You want to come back in, you want to make sure that your ramp is out. And as you can see on this particular mod, it has a little square here. My ramp's not out, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to make the ramp come out. When the ramp comes out, this little square shows up, lets you know that the ramp is out. Next thing we are going to do is take and grab the winch cable, and we're just going to walk it back to our trailer, and we are going to look at the marker on the front of the house. Once we find that marker, we can take and hook our winch up. As I have shown before, you have custom controls, so if you want to take and put your winch in a different position, you are able to do that. Now we can hook our cable up, and now we are ready to winch. As you will notice, the game is not perfect and things are being worked out, but the cable fell through the tail roller. But if you pull up, that cable will come out. Once the cable comes out, then you can start using your winch controls. I try to back up as I'm using my winch controls. As you back up, I have noticed that my pins are out, so we're going to come over here and we are going to click the IC for the pins to come back in, and we're going to put our tail pins in. Now you need to be as square as possible when you are doing this to the load, as if you are not square, it will catch on them pins, and if you catch on the pins, no big deal, just walk back and take them out. Once you got that done, just use a little bit of finesse, bring the house up onto the trailer, and now you can winch it the rest of the way on. As you winch it up, it's going to come to a tipping point, and now we are on there. Now at this point, I like to take and come back and shut my ramp off. That way I can get it as close to my neck as possible before I strap it. And now that my ramp is in, now we can take and go ahead and pull the front of the house closer to the trailer. Now that we have that done, we're able to strap it, and this load is ready for transport. We can go back into group number 1, and we can adjust our axles on our trailer, as I have shown in the 3rd video of this series. And once that's done, now you are ready for transport. You can level your axles all out. Now when you go to unload this trailer, there's a couple ways to do it. You can take your winch off and make it roll back. So we'll take my winch off and we will go into group 2, and I will put my mid roller up. As you see, as my mid roller comes up, now I can just back up, and you just want to slam the brakes when you back up, and the house should roll off. So as the house comes off, I'm going to go ahead and pull up. Now to make it a little bit more realistic, I like to bring it right about here, and then I like to rehook my winch cable back to the load just so it does not drop onto the ground. Once again, finding this. Now you may have a little bit of problems with this because of the straps, but just step to the side, and there you can take it and go ahead and unhook your winch. Now I'm just going to use the winch in my outward motion, and I'm just going to slowly pull forward, and as I pull forward, the load goes to the ground. Now I can unhook my winch. Now if you do not put that ramp out, you are going to have problems while you're winching. It is very important to put that ramp out, and that is just the physics of the game. There is only so much that the crew can do to make happen, to make it as realistic as possible. So once that's on there, if I come back here and I go to winches, you are going to notice that it will stall or get hung up. Every once in a while you will get lucky and it will come up onto the trailer, as it did there, but sometimes it will not. So that is just something that you have to play with and pay attention to. If you are having problems, if that trailer is getting stuck that house is getting stuck underneath your trailer, underneath the tail roller or something, well, then you have to put your ramp out. That ramp is there for assist, as you can see, successfully 2 times. And if you look at my winch cable, it's kind of up in the air, and that is because I have my nose collision up. I take my nose collision off, now my winch cable will take and go into the position that it needs. And the reason that was up was just from my previous video where I was showing you guys how the trailer works. So this is a look at how the trailer is winched on and off to the truck. Also, you can leave the cable hooked up, let some cable out, and same thing, you're just going to hit the brakes, but it's only going to let the house go rock back as far as how much cable you have out. And you will have to take and do this numerous times in order to get it to the end of your trailer, and that is why I like to take and use the trailer to the back until I'm at the end, then rehook my winch cable back up. But as you can see, you can do multiple functions at the same time with this particular mod if your winch controls it and everything is set up right. Once again, as I said, you will need the better controls, better winch, and you will need interactive controls in order to make all of this work together. In our upcoming videos, we will be going over the Kenworth pack. I have one over here. This is a truck out of the Kenworth pack, and in the same configuration, this truck was built out of the Kenworth pack. Along with the Kenworth, we will have a bed pack in order to make this truck. And I'm going to do a little teaser video of the drill rig that will be released for FS25 as well. This is just a little teaser. This rig, there is no date, no set time or anything of when it is coming out. It is a very complex mod, and there's still a lot of work to do. This mod is still in testing, and like I said, I will do a teaser video on it, kind of show you the ins and outs of it and some of its functions. We're not going to get real detailed into it because I don't know what the release date, but as more information comes available, I will do more on the rig to show you guys what's what in the RMC world. And for all you roughnecks out there and everybody that works the oil field, I hope you guys look forward to these mods and enjoying them. And as you notice, I've got some shale bins over here with shale dryers, and I have some lay down tanks here, some vert tanks. These will be a separate pack. This is a rental pack, so I will do a couple videos showing some of the stuff up and coming. And with that, we appreciate all of our supporters, and if you have not, please give us a like and a follow and subscribe. That helps keeps us going. If you want to be a supporting member, you can go to our Patreon, join Patreon. That helps pay for the models in order to make the mods. And Facebook and all of our mods that are released are on itch.io. If you do not find them on itch.io, that means that they have not been released yet, and they are in testing. And I will put links to our public Discord in there so everybody can go follow the public Discord, and the links for all the other channels will be in there as well. Thank you much, and have a wonderful day.
Legacy mode, ranch to code. We wrote futures where the roads erode. From test maps torn to crane arm gold. This ain't just my life, it's legends told. Legacy mode, talk don't fade. Every file built in the shadow and shade. We broke the ground, we paved the load. Still rolling deep, deep in legacy mode.